So I was having this really funny conversation with a good friend of mine a few days ago when he stopped to me and said, Kyron, just tell me the best projects I can buy for the most multiples. And I said to him, well, I can do that, but how many multiples are you chasing? He just said, well, as many as possible. And so I stopped him and I said, look, I can do you one better. I can make you a video and answer the question for all those who are wondering, what are the altcoins that can 100x by 2025? What are the altcoins that, in this case, he needs right now to achieve that goal? We're 2 years out, but you kind of have to prepare this far out to achieve as monumentous of a goal as you can, which is 100x, the mighty 100x. So this is the video for you. Now, the altcoins I've chosen today are the ones that I believe are quality projects, keyword quality, not meme coin crap, that can last, first of all, the next 2 years, gain interest along the way, and then achieve the goal. Now, we're not going to go all of these 100x. We're going to build up the stack. Start at a 50x possible coin and then go right up to the very last coin, which will be a 100x project. And actually, in my opinion, far in excess of a 100x potential project as well. Now, I want to say before we start, of course, this is all built on fundamentals, which is the most important aspect we have to look at in this bull run. But most importantly, guys, crypto is a free market. No one knows where the price of any of these coins are going. I'd be lying to you if I said I 100% knew it. Hell, the 50x coin we're talking about could 100x for all I know. I'm just taking my judgments from what I've learned and seen in the past. And of course, as you should all know, like any good trader, we will, of course, over time be able to mold our strategy depending on what we see. But that said, do not forget to like the video if you do enjoy it. It tells me you dig what I'm talking about. Let's begin. Altcoin numero uno today is Mina protocol. Ticker is Mina. You guys know I've spoken about Mina from the get-go. I bought a big chunk of this at 36 cents. Currently is 74 cents, but the average in the last 12 months was about 55 cents. So actually, when you really think about it, the average of the last 12 months, we're only 34% up right now. It is not ideal, yes, given the current market cap being 750 million, but when other altcoins are 2, 3, 4, 5x up that are much more in the market cap size than Mina is right now, it makes me begin to think there is a lot more growth still happening. I believe it's some very strong narratives. Layer 1, zero-knowledge proofs, and privacy are all, in my opinion, 10 out of 10 rankings coming into the next bull run. So there's a lot of money flowing into these narratives, and I think Mina can most definitely benefit from them as well. Now, here comes the fun part, the price prediction. Again, in green, we're going to look at today is everything I believe the project will go to. Red is the market cap basically and the size of the project that will have to achieve the goal of the rankings. We're going to go again from 50x right through 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100x as well. So you'll notice what I do on my channel is unlike what other people do, I like to give you guys numbers, not just price predictions. So to achieve my goal of 20 bucks, it'll be about a $26 billion market cap. This is also factoring in supply, which other people do not do, which is concerning, okay? Must factor in supply, and in this case, I'm pretty bullish on a price of $20. In this case, I think it's definitely possible, if not even more, depending, of course, how the market reacts. But I definitely would not be surprised if we saw a $37 token. Now, I want to say, the price can fall. For me, a 50x is much more obtainable because I bought in at 36 cents. So for me, a 50x is a lot lower than $37. Let's just say for argument's sake, like 20 bucks or 25 bucks, right? So I'm a lot happier. Of course, the lower you buy, the better. Either way, I think it's definitely on the cards. You'll be a lot surprised here. Now, why I'm bullish on Mina protocol is for a few good reasons. These are some of the upgrades coming out here for the project over the next few years, which in my opinion, as you all should know, builds off the popularity. Just like any good marketing campaign, when big upgrades come out, people buy the news, and then of course pumps the price of the project up as well. It kind of works in combination with narratives. I think Mina most definitely is on the cards. If you guys don't know what Mina protocol is, it's a layer 1, zero-knowledge proof powered blockchain. Unlike anything else, the whole blockchain is 22 kilobytes in size. It's very, very private because it leverages zero-knowledge proofs. And also, you can basically extract data from any website and retain that privacy feature as well. So the possibilities here are endless as an oracle as well. Again, the last 12 months over here on the chart, again, if we just use the average of about 55 cents, we are up a little bit right now. It's not too bad, but of course it could always be better. That is my number 6 pick on today's list. Now coming in at number 5, we have Rollbit, or RLB is the token. And you'll be surprised because again, we're talking about a 60x possible coin in this case, but I understand that this project basically has gambling by the literal bulls. right? It's technically play to earn as well. Gambling is effectively play to earn, right? You need the RLB token to do that. And in this case, the average in the last 12 months, a little bit disappointing, right? The average pretty much has been a lot less than this. If you want to get technical with it, 0.08 or 8 cents, right? We're at 14 cents right now, but we're not even a 2x up in my opinion from that point. So still is a pretty good time to buy. Now, I'm not telling you guys to buy or to sell, whatever. You do with what you want with the information, but of course, this is what I'm sort of thinking here. If the price goes a bit lower, even better. But we do have a very bullish sort of characteristic of Rollbit that you won't find in other projects we will touch on soon. So my price prediction is $5. I think a $15 billion market cap for this project is very within reason. Now, if we were to 60x, here's the interesting thing, right? That technically is an $8.40 token from today's price, which isn't too bad. $30 billion, guys. I just want you to remember something, right? When these narratives pop off in the gaming sense, gambling, play to earn, these sort of features, when they kind of happen, the rest of the market tends to stagnate or stay still, and those projects get the most attention. Therefore, people sell their main bags and buy in projects like gaming or gambling, for example. And in this case, you will be very surprised again, talking about trillions of dollars in the global market. 30 billion is a tiny little speck compared to even $1 trillion, right? It's like $3 compared to $1,000. So it's, again, very comparable in that sense. So I think that $8.40 is on the cards, but here's the interesting thing. It all depends on the supply. Rollbit has a fantastic buyback and burn mechanism in this case based on their profit, and we're actually seeing the circulating supply diminish over time, okay? So it'll 60x at $8.40 with 3 billion tokens in supply, but depending on what it kind of works out to be in the end, it can be a lot less. So in this case, for example, to hit $10, which is, again, more than $8.40, which means more multiples, if we have 2.5 billion tokens in supply, which is, again, half a billion less than what we do over here, that's a 25 billion market cap. Or even better, right? If it goes down to 2 billion supply in 2025, it would only require $20 billion at 10. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easier to reach a higher target with less money, okay? So that's what we're looking for here. And as you can see, I have kind of gone through and had a look. These are the last few burns. They actually do these half yearly, basically. So the second burn over here was in May, okay, 2022. We started at 4.7 billion RLB tokens. Now, by January 17th this year, 7 months later, we had roughly about a 5% monthly burn of the entire supply, which means we went from 4.7 billion to 3.3 billion tokens in supply, to the fourth burn over here in June of this year, 3.2 billion tokens, right? Get this, per monthly burn of about 7.1%, which is insane. And the latest information we have, we're right now at about 3 billion RLB tokens in supply. So again, this to me seems like it's diminishing, and it wouldn't surprise me if we had this target over here. So I think most definitely that's a big bullish factor. And again, it can achieve our goal a lot easier than what it would be in this case. This is the worst case. So at number 3 spot, we have Verasity. Notice our market cap size has completely changed. We went from over here at a $475 million market cap, and from a $750 million, now we're down to 84 million, okay? Verasity is a project I've spoken about many times. I've made a few videos on this channel already. They're in the gaming and ad tech sector. Mainly the ad tech, right? Fixing the problem with advertisers and the people who, you know, sponsor or at least promote the advertisements. There's a big problem with bots, and they're looking to solve that. Now, they have gone out here and mentioned that they actually have institutional adoption already. They already have people, large corporations using their technology, which could be a very bullish feature in the end goal of 2025, in my opinion. But they also do have, I believe, a wild card as well, being a part of the Neo Tokyo ecosystem over here, also using their Vera player as well, which is kind of like their equivalent to YouTube within that stack, which is obviously very important for people who want to stream gaming and so on and so forth. So I think Verasity here is like an infrastructure play. In my opinion, Neo Tokyo is a project headed by Alex Becker, who essentially is running the entire gaming metaverse space on crypto right now. And so I think a big part of being successful as a brand and a business within crypto gaming, you'll have to be a part of Neo Tokyo. And again, Verasity already is involved with them as well. And actually, he's been called out. They've been called out and mentioned by Alex Becker already, okay? The current price being at 8 cents, or at least, I shouldn't say 8 cents, 80% of a cent is a way in which I'll do it, or 3/4 of a cent, right, is not too bad. We're only up 60% from basically the year average at about half a cent as well, so not too bad. Over here, we can see my prediction is about 10 cents or a $10 billion market cap. And the reason why it's not as bullish as the other projects basically comes down to the fact that it's not fully in gaming. And adtech really isn't like this really woo-woo wow industry in crypto, at least right now. Of course, things do change, as I mentioned before. Markets do mold. I think it does depend how it's involved within the gaming projects themselves with Neo Tokyo. Either way, it's in the right place, and apparently, again, it is being adopted already, so we will see where it goes. But again, most of the money in crypto for 2025 will actually come from degens speculating on projects, so that's a big problem I might have, but it does have a great marketing campaign. A lot of people do know about it, but for it to reach the next goal here of a 70x, it'll have to go to a 57-cent token, which is a $50 billion market cap. Can it do it? Again, it all does depend. In my opinion, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but again, the reason why it's here is because it depends on how big it really is involved with these guys. I think a much more obtainable target here is between 10 cents to about 30 cents. All the tokens are in supply though, so they're all out. Okay, as you can see here, 100%, it does say 10% over here. The rest of the tokens will be burnt, so it really is 100% in supply, so that will of course help price appreciation as well. If you guys don't know about Verasity, I will leave links down below into the videos I have made for it. Now, coming in at number 4 spot, we have Marinade. Marinade is a DeFi project on Solana over here, right in the DeFi yield farming liquidity, or liquid staking rather, okay. It allows people to stake to Solana validators, which means it can change around, of course. It has the most amount of TVL on the Solana ecosystem. We'll talk about why I've given it a possible 80x over here and why I think this project can actually do that, right? Currently at 48 cents. Average was about 4 cents in the bear market, which means, yes, we are about 11x up. That's insane. I actually plan to make this video way back down here in early December. Okay, I had this video planned out for a long time now, and unfortunately, it was about 25 cents. It basically has 2x, okay? So give me the benefit of the doubt here. It basically has 2x since I wanted to make this video, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to deal with it. But either way, we will still run with it because I do think it can get to the valuation of the 80x. Why? Well, it's $127 million market cap right now, but I do think it can still 80x. And the reason mainly is because if we have a look to an equivalent on Ethereum, which is Lido, right? Lido staking, the market cap for this guy is a $21 billion market cap. Now, we all know that Solana likely is going to be one of the biggest powerhouses in the crypto, for 2025, basically, right? And I think Solana is going to be one of the biggest ecosystems for a long time anyway. And so if we have a look at the Marinade market cap, again, 112 million right now. It has slightly gone down a little bit since I made this spreadsheet. But again, 19 billion into 21 billion again. And keep in mind that we aren't even in the, crux of the bull run yet. We aren't even in 2024, which is arguably like when things will start ramping up. Okay, so in my opinion, this is what I think, and I have given it 50% of the tokens in circulation, which might even be a lot less. So this target might be more attainable. I think safely a $10 token in this case is without a doubt obtainable. And again, I think most definitely we could see this token price over here. I definitely think it's possible, right? Look at its competitor, Lido. Again, these guys are the number 1 right now on Solana. Solana's number 6 in the highest TVL in any sort of layer 1 project. And again, it's literally being carried by Marinade. Number 1 over here, $723 million in TVL. That's a 7x more than this friggin' market cap, right? Again, Lido over here, number 1 for ETH. Just think about it like that. So, the number 2 spot, 90x, is big time. Wow, why big time? Well, notice market cap over here is 86 million. All right, which again, we're talking about, let's just jump the gun really quickly. That's a $51 token at $76 billion valuation. It's a lot, okay? Now, I had to guess, roughly speaking here, $1.5 billion tokens rather in circulation, and I do think it's likely to be closer to 300 million. It's a bit interesting here. I couldn't quite pinpoint the exact tokens in supply, so this one's gonna be a bit of a guess, but I would assume that this likely won't happen. So I think closer to this, right? So roughly a $15 billion market cap. Again, 300 million tokens likely will be in supply. There's about 150 million in supply right now. I think this is probably old news. So let's just use about $15 billion, which is quite a lot. But you have to remember, big time basically is right in the crux of exactly where I think trillions of dollars will flow in this bull run. So does Elio Trades, right? Hear this, a gaming coin is going to break in the top 10 this cycle. The entire category will reprice trillions. And I do agree with him to some degree. I don't know about top 10, but I think we will definitely see a project within the top 25 as a single game. And this kind of brings me back to like Illuvium vibes in the last bull run. Illuvium like 40x from when it was kind of unknown to the very top. I think Big Time might be one of those players as well. So I'm very, very bullish on this project. We will see what it kind of does, but either way, I think a $10 token over here to $3 billion market cap, or again, roughly, if we use a supply over here, it'll be around about 1 billion, if not less. Okay, so very obtainable. We'll see what happens. Again, kind of comparable to Illuvium. So what is the number one project, in my opinion? What's the 100x going to be? Well, guys, I'm super excited about this one. It's Seedify, or S-Fund. Well, hang on, it's a launchpad. It's gaming/metaverse/NFT launchpad. You have to remember here, I think, and I strongly believe, based on previous bull runs, this is going to get you in excess of a 100x overall, likely above even 1000x. Now, the current price is $3.30. Well, actually, I made this about a couple days ago, as I mentioned, and right now it's $4.30. Bit unfortunate. I timed the video, time it takes to make these damn videos. When my friend first told me about, his situation, obviously prices increased over here, and the reason basically it has increased was because bloody Becker over here pumped it up before I could get to the main video. Now, I spoke about Seedify, maybe a week ago as well, and it was a lot cheaper even back then. He definitely said launchpads like Seedify are going to fly like in the last run, okay? So he's been coining this for a while. Bull run equals new coins hitting the market, equals access to, new valuable insights. And I do think based on, again, the last bull run here, Seedify beat its competitors by a long shot. Average price here, or average IDO was a 44x. Think about that. The average project that launched on Seedify in the last bull run, 44x. You just work those multiples out. You get 3 of these things, that's already in excess of 100x. Okay, yes, you do have your allocations over here, okay? You have your tier 1, 2, 3, right up to tier 9, and this can get quite expensive. But remember, you can stake on Seedify as well, and of course, you can buy smaller amounts. Now, you might have an allocation of $10, $5, whatever, but if you 100x $10, or you do that multiple times, you still end up getting your money back plus a whole lot more. And that's the benefit of a launchpad like Seedify, focusing on things like AI, Web3 gaming, metaverse, NFTs. They're like literally in the crux of what Elio said before, which is trillions of dollars entering the space. So in my opinion, these guys take the cake, because while I think that their project can hit $430, which to be honest with you, might be a real extreme stretch in this case, that's 100x from today's price. Mind you, I think if we spoke about this when I first brought it up, right, back down here at $2, obviously that's half the price of what it is now. So you can basically go ahead and slash that in half, right, $215. Much more obtainable. That's about a what? Let's just say 15 billion market cap. That's much more obtainable, but we're not going to talk in the past. We'll talk about now, right? And so I think, again, that might be possible, but what's really possible is, again, the benefit you get from using it. I think it's underrated, right? Seedify is one of the best and well-known launchpads in the space, and I think it will be moving into the next bull run as well. Just make sure that if you do decide to go into it, you understand this is a tier system. You have to get a certain amount of tokens to be in this, but again, most amount of damn multiples as possible. That's what I told my friend. And I made a video on this, by the way, months ago, talking about launchpads as an actual strategy, and I think people sleeping on this, just like Baker said, are going to be absolutely gutted when we see these multiples come through in this massive gaming space. And I think Seedify is going to blow you away. So with that said, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think down below of my top 6 picks, and let me know what you think about my friend, right? Should he buy any of these, and which one should he buy out of all of them? Thanks so much, guys. Made it this far. Like the video. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Take care.